Guys, it's your girl T, and I'm in a different location today, but I'm still here to give you guys that recap on As the Ratchet World Turns, aka Love and Hip Hop New York. So for the past 2 weeks, Monday nights have been super boring. We haven't had any dose of ratchetness because for whatever reason, Mona Scott decided not to air Love and Hip Hop for 2 weeks straight. So this past Monday, the show came back on, and everybody named Mama was watching the show. Twitter went crazy over all the foolishness and ratchetness that ensued. So let's go ahead and get started. So in the opening scene, we have Erica Mena and her and Sin are doing a lingerie shoot. They have on matching lingerie, matching boobs, matching hair, a matching face. These bitches look like straight up clones of each other. So instead of giving Sin a box of Chipotle, Erica decides to step up her game and she has Sin search her left boob, which is her favorite boob. She has her searching Erica's boob for a gift. And as Sin is feeling all on Erica's boob and feeling underneath and touching her nipples and shit, she ends up pulling out a gold necklace. So she pulls out a gold necklace and it has a little gold heart on there. And it's supposed to symbolize their love towards each other. And Erica's wearing the other half of the heart and she gave the other half to Sin. And it's supposed to mean that they're going to be together forever and, you know, all that bullshit. She also ends up telling Sin that she has since signed with Rich Dollars and she's going to be working with Rich Dollars on her new album as well. So in the next scene, Tara decides to meet up with K. Michelle, and I swear K. Michelle must be the Dr. Phil of Love and Hip Hop New York, because so far she's the only one making any type of sense. So Tara is telling her that basically Peter Gunz told her that he would divorce Amina and that he wants to be with Tara, and that's why Tara was still sleeping with him. And K. Michelle tells her flat out that if he wanted to be with you, he would be with you. He would not be married to another woman. He would not be even, you know, entertaining this BS if he truly wanted to be with you. And K. Michelle is trying to encourage Tara to let it go and to move on. But Tara, you can still tell that she's feeling some type of way and that she still wants to meet up with Amina and Peter and clear the air. So in the next scene, we see Rich Dollars in the studio with Wyclef Jean. And we're sitting here looking like, what the hell is Wyclef doing on this ratchet-ass show? Like, you're a Grammy winner. You know, why are you on this show? And supposedly he's supposed to be working on a song with Erica Mena. I'm like, damn, have the checks stopped coming in? Are you not making any money off that book where you blasted Lauryn Hill? He would even waste his time working with somebody like Erica Mena when she can't sing, she can't rap, she has no talent, she's just a beautiful face. It's not like Wyclef Jean is back collaborating with Claudia Ortiz. Claudia Ortiz and Erica Mena are two different things. You will not have the same magical spark that you have with Claudia like you will with Erica. And I'm thinking that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to turn Erica into a Claudia Ortiz. But unfortunately for Wyclef, he must not watch the show. Erica has absolutely no talent whatsoever. So Erica ends up coming into the scene to come visit Rich, and she ends up meeting Wyclef. And Erica has on some badass boots. I'm not even gonna lie. These boots go up to her thigh. They lace up. I need them damn boots in my life. So she's there, and she's hopping on Rich, and she's flirting with him and kissing all over him. And I'm sitting here like, well, damn, didn't you just give your so-called girlfriend Sin a necklace and confess your love to her and how you want to be with her and how you don't want to be with nobody else? But then in the next scene, you're sitting here hopping up and down on Rich Dollar's lap. The shit just makes no sense to me. Rich is spilling his guts to Erica and telling Erica all about how him and Peter fell off. Erica basically has a look on her face like she has zero fucks to give. She's worried about her music career. She's worried about Rich Dollars doing for her and getting her music out there. She does not care whatsoever about Rich Dollars or Grandpa Gun's relationship. So in the next scene, this was the craziest scene of the night. This scene literally had everybody on Black Twitter looking like this. So in this scene, we have Peter Gunz. He's in the studio with Amina Caterpillar, and they're basically going over the new song. It's called The Pankies. So they're in the studio, they're singing, and they're, getting stuff done. And all of a sudden, here comes Tara. Tara comes bursting in the studio. So Tara's in the studio looking just like Amina. They both have the same I Dream of ghetto-ass Peter Gunz hairstyle. These two fools look like a bootleg I Dream of Jeannie, and they're arguing and going back and forth over Peter Gunz. So basically, Tara is there to make Amina feel just as miserable as she's been feeling over the past few months. So she basically tells Amina in front of Peter that Peter has still been sleeping with her. And Amina's like, that's my husband. Why would you do that? And Amina starts breaking down and she's asking Peter, did you sleep with her? And Peter admits to sleeping back with Tara. So Amina gets upset. She's crying. And then she starts doing this like loud screeching sound. She's It's like, I've never heard it before in my life. I'm like, what the hell is that sound? Is that my TV? No, it's Amina crying. Then she says that she's upset and that Peter Gunz just ripped her heart out her chest. And I'm like, no, bitch, he didn't rip the heart out your chest. He ripped the damn heart off that neck of yours. That little tiny heart-shaped tattoo on your neck, That's what the hell he ripped off of. This whole situation is just damn ridiculous. She's married to this man, but this man was living with his baby's mother that he's been with for 13 years. She keeps addressing him as her husband, but yet the man has no respect for her. He's screwing her and her. They're both looking stupid as hell, even arguing back and forth over Peter. So after Tara comes in there and drops the bombshell, Amina asks Tara to leave so she can talk to her husband. And as Tara's walking out, she said, yup, you can talk to your husband, and maybe one day I'll stop fucking your husband. You know, these women are just trifling. And then he has the audacity to tell Amina that, you know, she shouldn't be upset that he's still sleeping with Tara. At least it's not somebody new. That doesn't make it okay. You're sleeping with both of these women and you're not using any protection. You know, this is just crazy. I'm even hearing a rumor now that Amina is pregnant by this man. But who knows how true that is. But we do know for a fact that he's sleeping with both of these women unprotected, including Tara. I just find the whole situation just straight up ratchet. The next scene we have Yandy Smith. And Yandy Smith is going to go meet with her new artist, Jay De Niro. Jay De Niro has been there, done that. She had a man going to prison and she waited on her man. So Yandy's going there to go talk to her because she heard that Mendices is now getting a bail hearing. And Jay De Niro's basically telling her that that doesn't mean anything. A bail hearing is just a chance for him to go see if he can get out on bail, but that doesn't mean that it's been approved. That doesn't mean that there's a set date. So once again, Yandy is sad and she's feeling some type of way. Moving on, I'm over Yandy and her whole situation with Mendices. So in the next scene, Erica decides to pay Rich Dollars a visit. She's upset because she hasn't heard anything from him since the previous few days. And Rich Dollars is like, you know, I'm not going to call you like that because you got a girlfriend. Why would I be hitting you up, you know, 24/7? You're with somebody. And so Erica starts feeling some type of way and is like, you know, well, so what? You know, I still like you a lot. And she starts crying again. And you can tell she still has feelings for this dude. That's why I keep saying that her relationship with Sin is just a farce. It's just a facade. It's just for her to have a storyline. I don't think she really likes Sin like that. It's just the fact that Sin is pretty and it gives her a storyline to work with. So she's basically crying and Rich Dollars tells her that basically she needs to break up with Sin. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens next week. So in the next one, we have Joe and Tahiry. We saw them earlier in the beginning of the show. Basically, they were at some bootleg fashion show, talking about they were at the New York Fashion Week, but this was the most bootleg fashion show I've ever seen. I mean, they're in the middle of the fashion show. There's no runway stage. Girls are just literally walking down the aisle, and then her and Joe are on the front seat on a bench. It's like, I've never seen a fashion show like that. And then Joe can't keep his hands out for her, and they're going back and forth, and it just looks so fake and scripted. So in this scene, we have Joe Budden's mom. She's 25 years sober and they're celebrating. And so Joe Budden's mom decides to hug Tahiry and also have Joe hug her as well. And they're doing like this triangle hug thing. It's really, really awkward. You can tell that Joe Budden's mama wants Joe and Tahiry back together. She thinks they make a good couple, but Tahiry is tired of being played and being disrespected by Joe. Next scene, Tara, Kay, Michelle, and Yandy decide to have a girls' night out. And they're at the restaurant. They're going out to eat. And they're talking about the whole Peter Gunz situation. And how basically she busted into the studio and put Peter Gunz on blast. And she's trying to tell Kay, Michelle like she doesn't care about Peter Gunz. It's not no big deal. She's over the situation. But once again, Kay, Michelle's playing Dr. Phil. And she lets everybody know that obviously you're not over him because you're still sleeping with him. You can't sleep with somebody continuously and then think that the feelings are not going to be there. And she basically advises Tara to stop sleeping with Peter Gunz, which is what we've all been saying since the beginning of the show. You know, it makes no sense that this woman is sitting here making herself so readily available to Peter. This shit is disgusting. She wants to talk bad about Amina, but to me, she's no different from Amina, especially now that you know Amina's in a relationship with him, but you're continuing to sleep with this man to prove some type of point to her. You know, this whole situation is just sick. Not least, in the very last scene, you have Peter Gunz and Amina, and basically he comes with this bouquet of flowers, thinking that these flowers are supposed to resolve their issues. So he gives Amina the flowers, and Amina takes them and she throws them on the floor. She doesn't want to have anything to do with Peter, and Peter's like, you know, I still want to be with you. I don't want to lose you. And she's saying that she will only accept him back if all he does is drop the kids off, and he does not deal with Tara, does not sleep with Tara, and she's also demanding that she gets to meet Peter's kids. And Peter's getting upset, like, you know what, this makes no sense. Now you starting to act like Tara. How dare you demand to meet my kids? How dare you demand to meet my family? And I'm like, is this guy for real? How are you sleeping with the woman that you're claiming who is your wife and she has never met any of your kids? I mean, this is insane to me. You know, it just makes no sense that this man thinks that what he's doing is okay and these bitches are okay with this shit. This is just stupid. So let me know what you thought about this week's episode of As the Ratchet World Turns, aka Love and Hip Hop New York. All right, deuces.